Okay, guys, we're going to do something I've never done before in my history of playing guitar, is we're going to try to swap necks on this. I actually owned this guitar 5 years ago in Idaho. I ended up selling it because I was buying and selling guitars and upgrading. But I really love this guitar. The Jackson Kelly is actually my favorite guitar in the whole world next to the BC Rich Warlocks. Because it's kind of an explorer style, and that's what James Hetfield used to play. My gripe with these guitars is they got a lot of neck dive. But you know, once I saw this for sale, I think it was on OfferUp or Marketplace, I was like, hey, that's the same one I owned. And he had it listed for $100, but when I went down there, I noticed the neck was just warped so bad. And you can hear this. The neck is just toast on this thing. It's so bad. You can't tell by looking at it on this video, but the neck is really bad. But for 50 bucks, he gave it to me for $50. And for $50, I figured, what the hell, I'll take it and figure out a way to get a neck for it. I did change all the pots were loose, the switch was loose, the strings were rusted. So I switched out the strings and took the back off, tightened up everything, tightened up the tuners, like everything on this thing was loose. I tightened everything up, and I bought new strings. I didn't want to put them on, but I had to in order to see if I could even set it up with a warped neck, and it just wasn't going to work. So we're going to swap the neck. I'm going to see if I can reuse these strings because I don't have any new ones. I think I'll be able to. I just got to be really careful. So yeah, I got this for 50 bucks, and it's completely worth swapping a neck, and I've never done it. I don't know if it's actually going to fit, and this is what I got. And here's the cool thing. I hate dot inlays, as some of you may know. So what we're going to do, I just picked this up for $100, is this Jackson Dinky. I don't know what kind of Jackson Dinky this is. You guys might know. It looks like he took off the stickers on the back. But, so I think this neck is going to fit. I did some quick measurements when I got home before I made this video. I kind of used a tape measure. I think it's going to fit. And nice thing about it, it's got some binding on it. It's got the shark inlays. So that's going to be really cool. I was thinking about using the black hardware on here, but because everything on the Kelly is chrome, but I got to remove, I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to remove the black tuners, put the chrome tuners on there. So to keep the Kelly as original as possible. I think it's going to look cool. The red, the chrome, and then it's going to have the shark inlays. That is if this neck even fits. So if you're watching this video right now, the neck fits. But as I don't know yet. I haven't taken this neck. I don't know if it's going to fit or not, but if you're watching it, it is. These strings look pretty old. These I'm going to cut off and throw away. I'm going to try to save the strings I just put on the Kelly. The other thing is the frets on here are really sharp and have burrs. So I'm going to take these guitars apart. I'm going to see if this neck fits. If it fits, then I got to tape it up and I got to polish the frets on it before I even install it, because I'm going to get cut on these. This is a pretty cheap Jackson Dinky, but but the neck on this is really straight. The neck on this is freaking, looks pretty perfect to me. Next to perfect. I don't think you can get any better than that. So it'll be good enough. This neck is not warped. It's pretty damn straight. So all in all, with strings, like so far, if this all works, if everything works, that Kelly only cost me about $157 with the strings. 50 bucks for the Kelly, 100 for this, $6 for strings, and we should be good to go. So let's start I'm going to take these apart and let's see if this neck fits. Okay guys, I got the guitars taken apart, both necks off. I know this is kind of a crappy angle. That's the best I can do. Neither one of these guitars had a shim underneath the neck, so I don't think I need to put one in. Man, someone drilled a bunch of holes in there. All right, so here we go. I have not tested this. I am waiting for you guys. Does this neck fit? I believe it does, to a point. Wow, that looks cool with the inlays. It's fitting, kind of. Let me see what is going on here. Looks like the curvature of the neck here is slightly different, so that may cause an issue where the holes line up. I think I might have to sand down. Okay, guys, she pretty much fits. There's some fine sanding I need to do. As you can see, the neck is not 100% flush in there. There is some sanding that I need to do, but as of right now, I mean, it's on there. I mean, technically, I could just do that, but I want to do some sanding and make sure that it sits nice and flush. But yeah, a little neck swap. It's working. It fits, and that looks so much better with the inlays instead of the dots. That's a much better look for the Jackson. I still got to put the chrome tuners on there from here. I got to swap the tuners. I need to polish the frets and do a little bit of sanding to get that to fit correctly. But overall, yeah, it's going to work. That's freaking cool. That's awesome. All right, here's the neck after polishing. I taped it all up with the green frog tape, I think it's called. And polished up the frets. Everything's kind of dirty from the buffing wheel. We're going to take all the tape off, clean it up. I believe these are nice and deburred as much as possible. We're going to put the chrome tuners on, put it on the guitar. I did have to do a little sanding to get it to fit, but it's going to fit. It's going to work, guys. It's going to be pretty cool. The neck is done. It's ready to go in. I don't know why it's not, my phone's not focusing. There we go. I got the chrome tuners in. I put brand new screws from my little kit that I got when I was working on my Warlock, my Warbeast. Put some brand new screws on there. Some of the other ones were stripped. I got the chrome tuners on there. I'm actually going to use some chrome screws for these, even though it's black. I want to use, this has a lot of chrome all over it. I was thinking about switching to black hardware, but I'm going to try to keep it original. Flash this one up a little bit, because I got... all these are dark, so we're gonna flash this one up a little bit. Frets are definitely much better. A little bit gritty still, but nowhere near as bad as it was. Totally playable now. So I did have to sand like this area, oval it out a little bit. I sand these holes kind of were sticking out. I sanded that. Just a little bit of sanding here and there to get it to fit nice and flush. But it's ready to go. So we're going to screw this onto the body and see if I can salvage those strings, and we should be good to go to play. All right, guys, it's all done. Got the new neck on it. That was actually easier than I thought it was going to be, and I was hoping it was going to be easy because I got a Jackson neck, putting it on a Jackson. I'll try to do a little before and after here. I'll do a snapshot of when it had the dot inlays. And then now, I think it looks way better with the shark inlays. Yeah, I just had to swap the hardware, had to polish the frets a little bit, do a little bit of sanding on the neck over by the pocket area to get it fit, and it works freaking great. I was thinking about putting all black hardware on it, but I kind of like it the way it looks with all the chrome, and it works good now. right, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. That is literally the first time I've ever swapped a neck on a guitar, and obviously I think going from using Jackson parts was fairly easy. If you're gonna swap a neck, try to stay in the brand name. I mean, don't try to put a Fender Strat neck on a Jackson. Don't think that's gonna work very well. I was really glad I was able to do this because I saved a super nice guitar. The other neck, the original one that came with it, I think was actually better quality. The frets were done a lot easier, but it was warped and beyond being saved. So I'm glad I was able to put this neck, and it's got the white binding on it, which is really cool. Everything worked out great, and all in all, about 160 bucks. I got the Kelly for 50, the Blue Jackson for 100, strings, about 160 bucks for this sucker. And I'm going to be holding on to this because I had this 5 years ago. I regret selling it, and this is just a bad mama jumbo. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay metal out there.